There's always something to talk about, isn't there? And today what we are talking about is the new Ghost in the Shell teaser trailer released this morning. And I wanted to take some time to see, also I needed a chance to do it, I wanted to take some time to see what the reaction would be. And the general consensus is no one's quite sure what to make of this teaser. A lot of people are declaring WTF, what is this shit? A lot of people are saying this actually looks pretty cool. I kind of am curious. As I said yesterday, this is coming out around the same time as Power Rangers, and if I have to pick which one I want to make a lot of money, I kind of prefer Power Rangers to make the money over this. Honestly, I don't really see what the need for a live-action Ghost in the Shell movie is. Like, if they said if like a Attack on Titan, if a Western Attack on Titan movie was happening tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. If a One Punch Man movie was happening, I get that. Even a Sword Art Online movie, which I've said would work as a film, if that happened, I could believe it, but Ghost in the Shell? I mean, I love Ghost in the Shell. It's one of my favorite animes. I love standalone comics. I haven't seen the original movie in a long time, so when I get into the actual trailer itself, keep that in mind that I don't really remember a lot of the movie to really compare the two based on this teaser. But I just don't see what the desire for this movie is. Someone may really just have a genuinely good take, but then you're like, well, why cast Scarlett Johansson? I talked about that controversy when she was announced for the role like 2 years ago. Like, this movie's been in production for a long time, and a lot of Western anime movies have been trying to happen, but have not gotten off the ground. They've been trying to do Akira, Robotech, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Jack. I know that isn't anime, but it's anime inspired. They want to do a Bleach movie. I don't have my hopes up that's ever gonna work. There was once talks of a live-action Yu-Gi-Oh movie. I'm not making this up. This was a thing that they were thinking of doing. They want to do a live-action Pokemon movie. Don't know how that's gonna work out. There have been a lot of attempts, but nothing gets off the ground. I mean, it doesn't hurt that Speed Racer, the one attempt that made it to theaters, flopped. I love Speed Racer. It's one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies, but I don't think it's fair to judge the potential for anime films and what's based on that. So immediately, just getting this film made has a lot of problems. Then you cast Scarlett Johansson, everyone's declaring Hollywood whitewashing. Then director Max Landis and anime reviewer Giga came out and said, this is just the way Hollywood is, and realistically, who else are they going to get a bankable star? Well, the argument is, why don't they give a shot on an Asian woman anyways, especially when you notice the returns of films that bank their success on a star have been diminishing over the years. I think Scarlett Johansson might be the last star who seems to really bring in box office. Well, maybe her and like Will Smith, for example, but it's not working the way it used to. So there's that. So going into this trailer, like with say Ghostbusters or Batman v Superman, you're carrying all the weight of everything that's been going on about it. So I don't know if you can really, if you've been keeping up with this, if you're like my dad or my mom or anyone like that who I convinced to watch the trailer today, you don't know any of that except for anything I've brought up at the dinner table. So going into this trailer, I really, I tried to take my opinions out of it, my beliefs out of it, all of that, and just enjoy this trailer. And that's what you should do. A movie should be judged on its own merits, not simply what's going on around it. And honestly, I'm kind of curious about this movie. I mean, look, like I said yesterday, there's actually a lot of movies coming out this coming March. Between this and Power Rangers, I want Power Rangers to win. But the thing is, I'm curious. First up, what the heck was with flashing the title all over the place? Again, I don't really remember much about the original film. I don't know if that's paying homage, but why pay homage to a movie if half the fan base doesn't even care because you casted a white chick as a woman named Motokoi Kusunagi? Apart from that, this is a neat trailer. It's creepy. It's scary. Like, I genuinely felt unsettled watching it. Like, when she walks in on the people with the wires in the back of their necks. I know what that is, but it's got this creepy vibe to it. The lack of score, just sort of some atmospheric noises really makes it creepy. I don't know what's with the woman in the kabuki dress. All of this stuff is actually really effective and creepy and gets me curious about this movie. Like, I'm genuinely interested, and the reason I've talked about nothing coming up with this film up till now is because I really just don't care. Like, but this trailer, I'm interested. I'm curious. I want to know where this is going, at least until we see a full trailer and get more of an idea. But I'm legitimately interested in this movie, and I really think if you're just going to go into this trailer wanting to hate it, like a lot of people just wanted to hate the new Ghostbusters movie because it was the new Ghostbusters movie, I don't think that's fair, and for all we know, this might be a really good film. And at the very least, if we're getting more, if this can be successful, and if Power Rangers is successful, and if Pacific Rim 2 is successful, we're going to get a bigger interest in anime here in the West. A lot of people don't realize this, but when they do these remakes and sequels to any movie, they re-release the originals. It gets a lot of people interested in checking out the original. It gets the ball rolling on that. And with Ghost in the Shell being the spectacular anime it is, if this can get people more interested into it, then maybe if the movie isn't good, maybe it's a stepping stone. Maybe it's the start of something good, and maybe the movie will be amazing. There's been several Ghost in the Shell adaptations. All have their fan bases, but we'll need to judge this for the movie it is, not what we want it to be. Scarlett Johansson is a great actress. She's good as strong, empowering women. I'm sure she'll be fine as the Major. Whether they keep it Kusanagi or not, again, we have to wait and see. But what I'm saying is, this trailer, it actually is kind of cool. But what did you think? In the comment section below, give me your thoughts on this trailer. If you're excited for this movie, or if you're not, just please keep it respectful. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe so we can get to March together.